Hey everybody, it's Alexa, and I'm going to share my favorite spring cleaning products, or just cleaning products in general. Um, these are going to range from some unusual ones to some basic, simple favorites. Now, one thing I have been trying to do more and more is clean with less toxic products. And one of the great things that you can use to clean so many different things, and I do try to remember to do this, and I find actually it does a great job on the kitchen floor. It actually sort of somehow leaves a kind of a sheen. I don't know why. Maybe it's just cutting through the grease, but that is vinegar. And this is the cheapest vinegar that I have been able to find. It's called cleaning vinegar. You're not supposed to use this to cook with, and I do not know why, but it comes from the dollar store, and it's a big old gallon of cleaning vinegar. So this will take me a while to get through, but I usually use it for floors. And I also absolutely swear by magic erasers, but the magic erasers that I use are called Easy Eraser, and they are from Home Depot. And I will buy, these are a generic version of the Mr. Clean magic eraser. I always find that the magic erasers break really easily, more easily than these do. And I just love these. And so these are incredible, and I discovered them many years ago. I mean, I guess it's no secret, but if you maybe you didn't know about this, but these microfiber erasers, basically it's sort of like nano technology, and that's why it's able to, get stains off of anything, walls, glass, all sorts of things. Don't use it on your body. That's maybe obvious, but if you do, you might find yourself sort of with more abrasion than you realize you were going to get. And interestingly, I've wondered about how healthy this is, and I've read, and it doesn't seem like it's a problem, but who knows? I think it's melamine foam. I think that's what this is. So maybe it is bad. I don't know. But I've used it for years, and it enables me to, what I like about it is it gets things super clean, and then it doesn't have, you're not using another product. You're just using this and water, basically. I also, if we're going to start with the basics, I really like Barkeeper's Friend, and this has oxalic acid in it. And I've wondered actually if you can make oxalic acid from oxalis, which grows all over my yard. I do not know the answer to that, but this is great for brass. It'll make brass and copper just completely glow, and it'll make stainless steel also look really, really cool. Now, one of the things that I love is shining my sink, which is a Fly Lady principle. And if I remember to do it. And I just bought this, and so I can't tell you really if it works or not. But it was expensive. It was like $17 at True Value Hardware. And it's a scratch remover kit for stainless steel sinks. And in the picture, it shows just like a gorgeous shiny sink with no scratches in it. I did start to use it, and so it comes with several. Actually, the other pad is in the kitchen. It comes with these small little pads, and the idea is you start with the most abrasive pad. You go in straight directions. You don't go in circles, and gradually you work up to the, so it's just like buffing your nails. It's kind of the same concept. The package comes with some latex gloves, which I guess are supposed to be used maybe when you use, the last thing it says you use is this acidic, it says it's acidic stainless steel polish, and then it also has kind of a cheesy sponge in the package. So I don't know yet if this works or how well it works. I know it works a little bit because I used it on, it says you can also use it on cookware, but not to use it on appliances. I did use it on two pieces of cookware, just at least the roughest piece, and yeah, it really does remove like those black stains that you get on your pots. Because I do just have an obsession with things being shiny, and when I have the time and the inclination, I do like to make things shiny. Now, this, I don't recommend this. I don't know where my husband got this. Oh, it says Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, I don't like things like this because this is not really good for the environment. It says please recycle when empty, but I mean, I thought you were supposed to not buy. It says recycling facts: 60% of steel containers are recycled versus 6% of plastic containers. Well, anyway, actually, they've got a bunch of things about how our can is made of recycled steel. And our spray tip, cap, and can are all recyclable. Our shipping box utilizes 37% recycled material. Well, they're trying to justify, I guess, using this. I thought also you weren't supposed to use things that were aerosol. But I will say, so I'm just, since I have it, I'm using it to use it up. It also doesn't have ammonia, but has something else. Anyway, yeah, it's got some bad stuff in it. 2-butoxethanol, ethyl alcohol, and liquefied petroleum gas. Used with adequate ventilation. Great. Anyway, I don't really recommend this. I just have it, and I'm trying to use it up. For floors, I used to have this Carnauba wax, this liquid Carnauba wax. I think that's what it was. And I can't remember the brand name, and now I don't think it's made anymore. So I got this. It's kind of working, but I'll tell you what I got, and it actually it did work. I got this Howard Feed and Wax. It's also something you should use with adequate ventilation, which I'm not sure I did. It's beeswax and orange oil, penetrating feeder and polish for all furniture finishes and natural woods. Caution combustible. It contains beeswax, Carnauba wax, and orange oil. So I used this. I saturated the floor, and first I washed the floor with this, and then I saturated the floor in sections, and then I just used a microfiber cloth. And so this cloth is kind of ruined now, but although I put it through the wash, and I rubbed this in everywhere, and then I kind of just buffed it, again, just walking over it. When I used to have this other liquid substance, when I would, after I would mop the floor, then when you just walked around in socks or shoes or whatever, you would naturally just buff the floor. So anyway, I did this in 3/4 of the house, and we have a lot of really super worn wood floors, and they look amazing. So I actually like this. I got this on Amazon. Feed and Wax, Howard Feed and Wax. Because I will say this, I think you have to be super careful. They sell so many things in the stores, and you don't want to mix like natural waxes and like plastic or polyurethane or whatever. You don't want to mix those two things. And then, of course, the other thing is if you've got old worn floors, you have to be conscious of that. And I remember years ago, I bought some kind of shiny stuff to put on my ceramic kitchen floor, which is not sealed. And it was a disaster. And forever, every time you took a footstep, you left a print on the floor. And so I'm really worried. I'm always careful about buying other things for the floors because I worry that they're just going to make a sticky mess and not be compatible. So both of these things are compatible with natural wood floors that are worn and have places where there's no more polyurethane. Okay, let's just wrap this up because I hear my son calling me. I got to go pick him up. Microfiber cloths, I forgot to mention that earlier. At Home Depot, you can get some really good deals on these. This particular one is a mix of types. Like this one has some scrubbing stripes in it. But I just, microfiber cloths are amazing. Oh, I didn't bring them out, but I have a bunch of microfiber dusters too. I really like that. And I have a microfiber mop that is just flat. I really like that. So I guess I'm not giving you every cleaning product that I use. I do not own a vacuum cleaner. You may have heard me say that before. I have, 2 brooms and recently got a second dustpan because everybody keeps on breaking the dustpans, which is really annoying. And so I got one that was made out of metal because I was like, okay, let's see if anybody breaks this. Okay, last thing I'm just going to show you, which is really cool. I wanted to get this for the longest time. And these are these drill brushes. And so they actually come in a bunch of, it's called Drill Brush Power Scrubber. And it was quite affordable. I cannot remember what it cost, but it wasn't very much money. It was either around $10 or $15, $13, I don't know. They've actually got different stiffnesses for different applications. And what you do is you stick this in your drill. And then you've got this nice giant rotating scrubbing brush. So you know what I use this for primarily? I used it in the shower because the grout was getting mildew, and I get excited. I go to Smart and Final, and I see in the cleaning aisle there's some stuff in Smart and Final that I really like to clean with, but it's super duper duper toxic, like so toxic. Like if you read the warning, it's like not safe for marine life, any life, not safe for life. So I'm trying to, I'll look at them, and then as soon as I start reading the warnings, I go, come on, elbow grease. Forget about this stuff. So all the mildew killing stuff is super duper 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 toxic. So instead of mildew killing stuff, I just went with the good old elbow grease, and it worked. So, and there's other places I want to use these. I will say one drawback would be sometimes if you're using something like this in a fixed location, it's going to splash a lot, and so that will make a mess. Well, anyway, those are my most, I would say, useful and unusual cleaning supplies. There are a few other ones, like I like the shower spray from Method that you spray. I actually will spray it in the kitchen if I have it, and you spray it, and then everything has a shiny film on it. I like that a lot. But in general, I'm trying to, keep it simple. And a lot of times you can clean with water or, like I said, the cleaning vinegar, and you will have great results. So, like I said, try to avoid the toxics. Try to stick with vinegar and with elbow grease. And as Fly Lady says, soap is soap. So you can use anything. You can use shampoo, dishwasher soap, anything that you've got, use up the soap and clean that way. No need to buy expensive products. And that way you also declutter your cleaning products as well. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what your secret cleaning product is, and let's all get spring clean. Bye.